Hey, hi, hello. It's the Jesse LaSala show. These are my week one picks. And like I said on my previous episode, you never really know. Week one is always a little wonky. Um, it's not the best time to put down a lot of money on certain teams. It's not, you got to get a feel for everybody, every team. But here we go. So, can't even see with these damn glasses on. The Carolina Panthers at the Atlanta Falcons. I got the Falcons. The Houston Texans at the Baltimore Ravens. I got the Ravens. The Cincinnati Bengals with a newly paid Joe Burrow, but also possibly lingering injury at the Cleveland Browns. I got the Browns. I think the Browns are actually a good team. I mean, aside from their quarterback being super creepy, I think the Browns win. Let's see. Jacksonville Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts. I got the Jags in this one. The Jagoffs. Then we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Minnesota Vikings. Even though I hate the Vikings, I think the Vikings will win. Tennessee Titans at the New Orleans Saints. Now, the Saints, the Superdome is electric for at least week one. And if they're going to be good and win that division, which is god awful, they have to win this game. If they lose at home week one, yikes. So I got the Saints winning that one. And then the 49ers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is where I zag when others zig. Or is it the other way around? Either way, upset special. I'm picking the Steelers. We'll see. Maybe they'll cover. Let's see here. Arizona Cardinals pretty much tanking. Like, I may never pick the Cardinals to win an actual game this entire year. They are at the Washington Commanders, who I'm actually optimistic about. Even though I think that Ron Rivera, their head coach, will be the first to get fired. And then Eric Bieniemy will become the interim head coach, which he deserves. He's been deserved of a head coaching job for like 6 years. All that success in Kansas City. Yeah, so mark that down. Call me later. Then we have the Green Bay Packers going into Soldier Field. Who do you think I'm picking on this one? It is the debut of the Jordan Love era. And Jordan Love is going to run what Matt LaFleur calls Christian Watson is out, which really nobody saw coming. Romeo Dobbs is questionable, but I think you're going to see a lot of Jordan Love under center, touching the center's taint, getting that ball, and handing it right off to Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon. And then a little play action here. The Bears, there's a lot of people picking the Bears to win the division. I don't understand that. Justin Fields is an amazing athlete, but he's got to show that he can throw the ball more than 10 yards and then just expect DJ Moore or Darnell Mooney to help him out with his with their yak yards and then make his stats look good, because he's not that dude. Now, there is talk about keeping a spy on him and just containing him, because his first instinct, if his first read isn't open, he's just going to try to run. We'll see. But I got the Packers in this one. And if they lose, it's not the end of the world, but I will cry. Let's see. Then we have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos. This is a tough one because both of these teams suck, but they're playing in Denver. But they have Jimmy Garoppolo and Devontae Adams, and Jimmy G, he just wins, baby. He just wins. So I'm taking the Raiders. Then we have Miami Dolphins at the Los Angeles Chargers. So Tua is not hurt yet, right? Like, maybe he gets hurt in this game. God forbid. I don't want him suffering any more concussions. I want him to have a fruitful career. And he has all the talent around him. There's no excuse for the Dolphins not to win this game, especially when you're going up against the Chargers, who have also a terrible coach. He's number 2 on my list of first coaches to be fired. The Philadelphia Eagles at the New England Patriots. So there's like some stat out there that like the losing team from the Super Bowl the previous year, it's like historically bad week 1. For some reason, I have a little itch, an inkling that the Patriots are going to beat the Eagles in New England or wherever the fuck they play, Foxborough. Imagine how unsexy it would be if they were called the Foxborough Patriots. It's a tongue twister. Then we have the Los Angeles Rams, who are also tanking, at the Seattle Seahawks. Now, Seattle did very well last year, surprised a lot of people. Geno Smith, I don't know, like he just, what do they call it? He glowed up. It took him a while, but last year he was legit. They have three solid ass receivers. They got a couple of great running backs. I think Seattle not only wins but covers the spread. Let's see here. The Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants. That is the Sunday night game. Dallas has owned the Giants for the most part, but for some reason, here's the other itch. Got a weird itch about this. I'm a zag. I'm taking the Giants. And then the Monday night game. It's Josh Allen and the Bills at the New York Jets. But they also play in New Jersey. So again, why not just call a spade a spade? You're the New Jersey Jets. Okay? I'm taking the Bills. I don't know if it's out of spite. I don't know if it's because I want Aaron Rodgers to lose. Because ultimately, the way the trade was constructed between the Packers and the Jets, as long as Aaron Rodgers plays 65% of the snaps for the entire year, we get their first round pick. And the worst record that the Jets have would only make that first round pick even higher for us. So I want Rodgers to play the entire year, but I also want them to go, what is it now? 3-14? That would be awesome. And there's so much hype around the Jets because they've been on Hard Knocks. Like I said in my last show, I had to turn off Hard Knocks halfway in between because it was like watching your girlfriend, do all these things that she never did for you. And now all of a sudden everybody thinks Rodgers is like a charming dude and oh, he's invigorating the Jets and the Jets have one of the best defenses and I agree. I love Rodgers. He's my boy. But I want the Jets to lose. And I think the Bills are a better team. We'll see. The whole point is, I forgot to, this is, so Thursday night, I picked the Chiefs. And if it wasn't for Kadarius Toney, what did he have? Like 4 drops. He had one that hit him in his hands and it got tipped up and returned for a pick 6. That was ultimately the game. I mean, he single-handedly kind of lost that game for them. Now, they did have Chris Jones sitting out. Travis Kelce was hurt. Also hurt my fantasy team. Nobody cares. But it's not like a panic mode time in Kansas City. And Detroit, you won by 1 point. I get it. It was in Kansas City. That's a tough place to play. But Dude, if Chris Jones and Travis Kelce are playing and you're not throwing it to Kadarius Toney, um, I'm sorry, that's a different outcome. So I'm just so glad the NFL is back. God, it's so exciting. Um, I have no Super Bowl aspirations for the Packers. This is just going to be a fun year. We are literally the youngest team in the league upon average age. I think the average age is 24.5. So we have a bunch of fast, young, hungry dudes that are going to make mistakes. They're going to go through their lumps. I think I have them at maybe 10 wins. But it all begins tomorrow, and I can't wait. But those are my picks, and I take accountability for my picks. I write them all down. I'll come back next week. I'll tell you how bad or good I was. But go put some money on. Let's see. What's the lock? What's the lock of the week? I'm gonna say the Washington Commanders, and if you double that with the Seattle Seahawks, throw a dime on that. And by dime, I mean $100,000. Till next time, don't die.